You know, as this year comes to a close and 2018 is upon us, I think about all the people that are going to set these amazing goals and talk about what they're going to accomplish and all these great things they're going to do in this upcoming year. And I can't help but wonder how many of those people are setting the same goals they've been setting for the last 2, 3, 4, and 5 years. And what comes to mind is something very simple. It's the fact that you're still doing the same thing you've been doing. Nothing has changed. And when I thought about that, it reminded me of UFC. I'm a big UFC fan. And I remember when Ronda Rousey was on top of the world. She was on top of her game. Every single opponent that stepped in the octagon with Ronda Rousey got destroyed. And at the end of the match, the fans would be screaming and cheering and everyone's chanting her name, and she would raise her hand and the referee would come out and announce the winner. And then Dana White would usually come out with the belt and someone would yell, "And still." And what that meant was she has retained her title. It hasn't been lost. And still the champion. And while that sounds really great and really wonderful, and it's a very celebratory thing to think about, what happens if you are still doing the same thing you've been doing and nothing has changed? You are still wearing that belt of procrastination. You're still wearing the belt of doubt. You're still wearing the belt of fear. You're still wearing the belt of defeat. You're still wearing the belt of excuses. And still. What are you still doing that you know you should not be doing anymore? What are you still doing that should have been changed a long time ago? What are you still doing? I'm not even asking you why you're doing it. I'm just asking the question, what are you still doing? Because if you can identify that thing, you can attack it. But if you're not willing to come to grips with the fact that you're still doing the same crap, expecting different results, then you're never going to get anywhere. And 2018 can come tomorrow and you are still going to have that belt on that reads, "And still, ... something negative." But here's the deal. Ronda Rousey is no longer the champion. And do you know why? When she got in the ring against Holly Holmes, she assumed that she was going to come out with her hand raised, the crowd chanting her name, the referee hoisting her arm in the air, and Dana White coming back out with the belt and someone yelling, "And still." But that didn't happen because Holly Holmes knocked her out. And when that happened, the title changed. So now Holly Holmes had her hand raised, the crowd was screaming and chanting her name, and Dana White came out and someone yelled on the microphone, "And new." And new. What does that mean? That means that the title, the belt, the reigning champion is no more, and someone else has stepped in to take that place. What I'm telling you is, you may have been wearing the belt of shame, defeat, complacency, negativity, whatever. Your "and still" belt can be thrown away if you choose to be new. You can come in and knock that thing out and get a new belt and stand up and say, "And new." The new you that's going to attack 2018, the new you, as a matter of fact, that's going to attack the rest of 2017 like 2018 is already here. And new, the new you that's going to reach out to your family like you said you were going to do. And new, the one that's going to reach out and take that new position, that's going to step out and really get in shape this year, the one that's going to do something amazing, the one that's going to reach out and find their purpose. And new. All I'm asking you to do is change belts. And still says everything that you were. And new says everything you can be. But it's up to you. I choose and new. Peace.